Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World, or good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you're watching this. Okay, let's get the business done first. Okay? First of all, no, current blood sugar is 11.2. That's gone up. Even with corrections, I peaked, and I'm starting to even out now. As we can see, just a moment, had a few corrections. So, my body's going high and we don't know why. So 11.2, let's take it. Okay, current blood sugar is at 51%. I was like this pretty much all day. So I'm 49% above, 51% below. Now, the last couple of days, I've been pointing out the wins. Here's a win. It's not at 70. Nope. But we're at 51%. And was longer in range than I was out of range. So that's pretty good. Average blood sugar is where it roughly is now. I think I'm showing 11.2. And average for the last 24 hours is 11.6. Hopefully this will settle down a bit because I don't think I'm going to go that high. No. Okay. Today we're going to discuss things I could have done differently in my 47 years. There's many sort of turns how this could be played out, but we'll be right back. Stay tuned. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Okay, what could I have done differently? Well, if you take a look and saying, how could I have lived my life different before coming down with type 1 diabetes? Well, I could have exercised more. True, but would that have stopped me from getting type 1 diabetes? Hate to tell you this, no, it wouldn't. I thought, and I guess I kind of in the back of my mind still think getting type 1 diabetes was a positive step for me. Because it allowed me to lose weight. I was a fat kid. Not like now, not like the trim and svelte me. Yeah, right. But I don't think it's not anything I ate, so I could have controlled that. I did contract a virus, which probably started this whole diabetes thing. But the virus, I don't know where I got it. I must have just picked it up because no one else in school had this. I was sent home from school probably the end of September. It was a Friday. We were having an intercollegiate sport I went to school. I had the scab here, which I had pretty much all summer. No, not all summer, the last part of summer. And I think hearing what people say could have caused type 1 diabetes in me, it was the virus. In my mind, I'm pretty sure that virus affected me somehow. Because very shortly after I got type 1 diabetes, I kept drinking the whole of September. I don't even really remember going to classes that much. But it came on so quickly. Now, once I've had diabetes, what I could have done differently. Well, I could have stopped being such a stubborn idiot. As a young man, I had a run-in with my doctor. He sort of yelled at me, and I sort of said, enough is enough. I'm not going back. I didn't really go back to that doctor again. The problem was, I didn't go and sourced out another doctor. So I just let my diabetes do whatever it wanted, whatever my blood sugar was. Now, people might say, well, why were you being such the idiot? Well, it was the rebellious time. And it took me about 6 years to come out of it. I probably have done nerve damage by that time. And all my work since then of trying to get my blood sugars in tighter control, diabetes, could have been hampered. I had tried so many times, and I wish that my lackadaisical ways would have allowed me to take the initiative I have today. And that is keep working, doing whatever it takes to make sure your blood sugars fall into line. I personally feel that after getting diabetes, my life was thrown in an upheaval. My mother and stepfather went off with domestic affairs Canada, or external affairs Canada. And they were off in beautiful Fiji, and I was left with my sister. My sister was 6 years older than I was. She was more interested in partying and that. I pretty well had a room, and that was it. I did not take care of myself. And who should I blame for that? It wasn't my parents, wasn't my sister. It was me. I didn't take care of myself on an ongoing basis. So, does that mean, oh, well, I didn't do anything back then, so you know what? My time is over. I'm stuck in a facility now. But that doesn't mean trying to control my blood sugar is not the number one thing. We all have regrets in life, and for mine, it wasn't that I tried to do blood sugars better. I'm a labile diabetic, but that doesn't mean I don't try to control my blood sugar. It's important that you keep trying to do it as often as possible. Don't settle for, oh, I can't do anything. I can't. No, no, no. So life, I would have liked to have back then controlled what I ate, keep my blood sugars down lower. But back then, it was hard to do. You couldn't keep yourself under control because the only way you could tell what your blood sugar was by doing urine testing. And you did 10 drops of water to 4 drops of urine. Then you dropped the little tablet into a test tube and it gave you a reading and you matched the color up to the grid. I got one of the first glucometers. I didn't know what to do with this thing. I knew how to use it. In fact, the most use it really got was at a school open house biology visit. And I did blood sugars on people. But now I would do a blood sugar if I was low. I do blood sugars 4 times a day. I would do it before exercising, after exercise. But back then, it was something nice to have. I was able to use it till early 20s when it finally broke and it wasn't going to work anymore. I got a nice little small one. It went from a big brick to a nice little small. Now today's glucometers are getting tiny. But now I watch my blood sugars. I watch the carbs I eat. I record. Well, I don't record. That's a lie. I don't record blood sugars. This system automatically does it for me. But I review before going into appointments with my doctor or my diabetic nurse. I know the numbers. And it's a hell of a lot better. I'll just tell you that right now. So, do I have regrets of caring for my diabetes? Yes, I'm surprised I didn't pass out more as in my school life. I had a few bouts of being sick in my first year in private school, but I made it through and I graduated. Yay, a big win. But I guess I wanted to control my own life. Did I do a good job? Probably not. I couldn't control my diabetes. I now know the difference when I control my blood sugars. The whole day seems to go a lot better. If I wake up with a high blood sugar and have to work hard and bring that down, I make absurd choices because I am just so tired. I just want to get the day over with. But when my blood sugars are within range, everything falls into place. It's an awesome effect. At work, I used to accomplish so much more than on days where my blood sugar, So, it took me close to 19 years of having diabetes to turn my life around. Hopefully, other young diabetics aren't getting in the same system. Well, now they can see what their blood sugar is right away, which helped. I got my diabetes came up in the dark ages of diabetes care. Now, in this wonderful renaissance, there is so much more available. And we need to make sure that we take advantage of the pumps, the newer insulins. But if you get the stuff, utilize it, read the reports, understand. Don't let yourself have any more regrets. That's what I did. What did you do? Have a great day. We'll talk later. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.